Jack's Donuts. Find a location near you. Now.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I can heard that solo!
You see my kid?
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Franklin Central High School as we bring you volleyball action right here on IndianaSRN. Tonight, the Flashes on senior night come in at 5-3. The Southport Cardinals, the visitors tonight, they are 3-3 on the season. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one step at a time. By Burtner Electric, your licensed electricians in Central Indiana. IU Sports Management, a lifetime of sports with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, your licensed electricians in Central Indiana. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. Troy Nargowski along with Coach Keith Myers. We have, I think, another very, very good game on store tonight because we have senior night for Franklin Central. They're going to be honoring 3 seniors. Southport is hoping to walk in here and pick up a win and knock their record of 4-3 on the season. And coach, there's no doubt about it. It's always fun on senior night, especially for the 3 seniors, but also the parents and all the other folks that show up tonight to get a chance to watch some volleyball action. And certainly Franklin Central's playing pretty well right now.
Franklin Central's playing very well. Swept Speedway Shelbyville last night in 3. Yeah. Sorry, I looked at my notes and then forgot. Looks like I went somewhere else. But so that's pretty impressive. Senior night's already been introduced, and that was kind of cool. The balloons in the air, and But you look at the date, and it's like, okay, we're playing senior night, and this is our 3rd home game. What is that all about? But we have talked with a lot of coaches the last couple of weeks that they would like to get this senior night after the week 2 or week 3, get it done, so you can concentrate on the season. Because when you do it the last game of the year, it's a great thing, and then all of a sudden you got to get ready for sectional. Now they can enjoy the whole entire year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Flashes. We have seen them previously this year, and they can be very impressive when they're on. And the one thing we talked about in the last matchup that we had them, it was the errors that cost them the last match. And if they can really find a way tonight to cut down on the service errors, because right now coming into this one tonight, they're just ahead about 88% in their serving here this season. That's one thing they really know they've got to do better tonight if they're going to beat Southport.
Yeah, and one thing about Southport, Franklin Central not too far away from each other. Nice little rivalry, so to speak. Used to play in the same conference. So this is pride of the south side of Indianapolis, if you will. Southport young ball club, looking to develop well. I think their setter might be the junior Macy Chafin, does a nice job playing well. How she controls the floor for Southport will definitely make a difference tonight.
I know it's really nice down there because I've been down there recently, and
you have.
Oh, it's amazing what you can see down there. Anyway, the Flashes coming in at 5, and you go ahead. I mean,
it's okay.
I went to Franklin Central, and it's just a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful place. It's a great arena, and I tell you what, I went there to test yesterday, and I got lost in the hallways, and someone asked me for my pass, and I thought, man, I'm a 63-year-old senior, dude.
Well, Franklin Central coming off that win, as you just mentioned a little bit ago, against a Shelbyville team that's a little bit young as well. But when you look at Franklin Central, Abby Kaminsky, what a year she is having so far. She does lead this team in about 3 major categories. Only a sophomore. We were talking just how impressive she was when we saw her last time.
And one of the things, the injury doesn't seem to phase her.
Yeah.
She's not worrying about it. She doesn't worry about the knee brace. She doesn't worry about anything. She just goes out and hits it hard. And, we saw them against a very good Heritage Christian Ball Club who tested them. So they're ready. And, this Southport team is ready for them as well. So this should be a lot of fun. This should be a fun contest. It's a Tuesday night. You see the crowd very well on hand. Got some signs in the stands tonight. We could be very interested in seeing some of the signs that will be said. But it should be a lot of fun.
It will be, no doubt about it. And by the way, keep an eye on Zion Francis. She leads the team in total blocks, and she was really a big factor in that game against Heritage Christian. When you talk about Southport, they're coming off an 8-18 season last year. They did not play well on the road a year ago. They were 2-11 on the road. Coach Hoffman is trying to get this program turned around. They did, by the way, lose to Cecina in their last matchup by the final 25-22 and 25-19. You already mentioned one of their best players, that is Macy Chafin, but they've got some other weapons, and they're going to need those tonight because we know Franklin Central plays very well at the net.
The one thing I know, both teams played last night. If I remember, well, at least Franklin Central played last night, and so. Are you tired? Again, they're 16, 17-year-old kids. They should rebound pretty well. But it does take a lot out of you. It just went 3, but it was in Shelbyville. That could make a difference. But, you look at this. You look at the 4 officials that are working tonight. They could be a key as well. They always have been a key, but great officiating. Tasha Vosley has been, that's the female official that we're looking at right now. She's been doing state finals for years. Great guy. Great girl.
Yeah, you're going to have 4 very, very good officials tonight with Southport and Franklin Central. The matchup is coming up in just a couple of moments. We invite you to stay right there because this one promises to be a good one. You have a Southport team, as we mentioned, at 3-3, Franklin Central at 5-3, and want to remind you this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the expressed written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. And as Coach said, these two teams, you get tomorrow to work on whatever you need to work on, then you go back to work on Thursday, and then you're going to play again on Saturday. This is going to be one very busy week.
Real quick before we take our break, Franklin Central, if you remember last week, Coach says, we just play every other day.
Yeah.
And then we play 4 or 5 times on Saturday. I said, are you tired yet? And she goes, I was tired after the first weekend. So, you got to get 22 games in, so you got to hurry. You got to get them in, and somehow you get them in. As we hear Southport getting introduced here before we do the national anthem. But you just got to prepare for that. The good thing I love, and I want to say this publicly, thank you, athletic directors, for letting us be on red on white and white on blue tonight. We can actually see numbers tonight, and that's a good thing.
It is a very good thing, and you said last broadcast that is going to change coming up next season in every sport where you can't have black on black and white on white. So that'll be good for everybody.
And we're really looking forward to it because we won't see each other again until Friday. Big games Friday night for Friday night football. But it's really kind of cool to sit back and enjoy watching these girls play volleyball tonight here at Franklin Central as you see the flashes there throwing the ball. Maybe they'll throw one this way. You think we could catch one?
I think we should try.
They're not throwing them this way.
But you know what? They never look our way. They're always looking toward their boyfriends or family members and others that really matter.
Yeah, and if you're like 8 or 9 years old, you always get one for some odd reason. Yeah. I never understood it. I didn't get my popcorn before the game.
I saw that.
I'm set, ready for my popcorn's pretty good. 70, 75%. Jimmy Chetnick is at Victory Field tonight.
Yeah.
And he's doing his popcorn thing.
He is.
James Sanders just sent me an email and says, you need to defend your title because you can take him. So anytime Joey wants to, call Coach to challenge the popcorn, I'm ready.
You're ready to go. You and Chestnut, I'd love to see that matchup.
I think I could wear the belt.
I want to see if either one of you can do the eating of the popcorn with nothing to drink.
Oh no, I gotta have something.
I bet you do. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll get this one underway coming up in a couple of moments. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Coach, these two teams met a year ago. Franklin Central won it 3-0. And get this is the difference that Franklin Central can really be a good serving team. Their serve percentage a year ago was 98.2 in this matchup. Now, they come into this one at about 88, so something's got to give.
98.2?
Yeah.
Come on. I had a team that did 2.98.
Even with the string along the top of the...
My wife wanted to correct me, by the way. I won 3 games in my career.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not 2.
Not 2. I won 3. She took credit for all the others and the state championships.
Okay, very good.
I said, okay, as an assistant, you could probably do that. We're ready to go. Get your seatbelts ready. This is going to be fun.
Franklin Central in the white, they'll be serving. Southport will receive first here tonight. Southport coming off that loss to Cecina. They only served 85% in that contest, and we are underway here on senior night, and what a way to start for Franklin Central.
Abby Graves has the ball, and she's got her first point, and she's 100% so far.
By the way, the 3 seniors are Sam Harris, Liv Tarter, and Reagan Harvey. And the second point will again go to Franklin Central, and they're off to a good start. You will see the front line there, Franklin Central. They're very good in the rotation and setting each other up. And Zion Francis, we mentioned her a little bit ago, the middle blocker. She was really instrumental in their win against Heritage Christian, or that lost Heritage Christian 3-1, but she played well. Point will go to Southport. Good play at the net for the Cardinals. Side out here for Southport, that'll be Paige Mayer, a sophomore. First opportunity to serve here for the Cardinals. Went deep on that back row on the right side. Cardinals back the other way. Short set, middle, nothing. Good block up front. That was, again, Zion Francis. And the point will go to Franklin Central.
One thing that Southport did that you wanted to be encouraged about, they forced that ball all the way. They made you go all the way up to get that.
Nice serve again for the Flashes. From behind the attack line, just inside the back line. Nice play there by the Cardinals to get the point.
Got a nice little text from Sandra Walter. Says, it's nice to have you in the house tonight. Thank you for coming.
Oh, and this air conditioning feels great.
Mm-hmm.
Side out Southport, Olivia Acker. to the middle. Zion Francis unable to time the jump there, and that'll be an attack error the other way. We're tied at 3.
Ball might have fooled her a little bit there.
Side out, Acker on the serve. Opening set to the left. Franklin Central cross-court attack by Tarter, and the return goes wide, and Franklin Central back with the lead.
Early 4-3 lead. Nothing to panic about.
This is Zion Francis. You see the braces on both knees coming back from that ACL injury, and there is our first service error of the night. And we'll go back over to Southport. Good look now at Megan Hurst, a junior defensive specialist now for the Cardinals. That's a service error the other way, so we're at 1 apiece.
It just drives you batty when you do that.
Well, I always relate, and people say, why do you put such an emphasis on service errors? I kind of think it's like turnovers in any other sport.
And definitely in basketball, yes.
Yeah. You give another team more possessions
and
to
they're
score.
unforced.
They are. Southport unable to set up anything on offense, and Franklin Central making the return as well. Slide to the right, cross-court attack, no. That was Riley Hamilton there for Southport, and the point good for Franklin Central. +2 now on the serve for Sam Harris.
You kind of like what Franklin's doing. The rotation's doing well. Everyone's touching the front. Oh, there's the unforced turnover again.
That's number 2 now on Franklin Central. Side out. Haley Gunciorowski, the outside hitter. And that's going to be long. So we're trading back and forth. I guess it's okay if you stay even, but once you start seeing your numbers go up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the key.
You know, both of these teams will see each other again in the county tournament, so this is almost like a preview of the county tournament for you.
Nice serve again for the Flashes. 8-5. Flashes with the lead. That's Liv Tarter, one of the seniors that was honored before the game tonight. Good crowd on hand, as you see the opposite way. They're really a good crowd on both sides. And another point for Tarter.
If you got here, we got a timeout. Southport.
We'll take a timeout as well. 9-5. This is high school volleyball in IndianaSRN. Service error on Franklin Central. That will be their 3rd of the night. Side out again for the Cardinals. A good look at Riley Hamilton. 3-point lead, and that one is in or no? They're going to say no, is just wide. Abigail Kaminsky unable to get it, the sophomore there for the Flashes. It's a 2-point lead now, Franklin Central. Hamilton will serve. One of just 2 sophomores for this team, and there's a service error the other way, and that could be a huge key tonight. Each team now with 3. Side out Flashes. This will be Sam Harris. That's a good serve.
Try to get that pancake up, just couldn't get it done. That nice little line drive.
Yeah, Kaya Strode tried to go down and pick that one up off the floor, unable to do so.
Sam's one of our seniors.
So it's +4 now for Franklin Central. Short set for the Cardinals. Back the other way, and a big-time hit. You left it in front of the net for Francis.
And, her eyes got really, really big and said, I like that, thank you. Can you give me more of that?
Let's take a look at this ace just moments ago. That barely over the net.
It could have hit the net. It would have been good still.
The Keith Meyer special.
The let net serve.
Keith had that down pat when he was coaching. See the return back the other way. Little soft touch this time by Kaminsky. Well, you have to have really good vision to see that opening hole, and your decision making between do I go up and spike it hard, do I go soft with it. She really makes some good decisions.
Most coaches would want you to kill it so hard.
Yeah.
But sometimes that over-aggressiveness can burn you.
You can.
Nice block.
Set up front, and the point, though, will go to Kiefner for Southport. Here's Macy Chafin. We understand there is a person in the stands. You get a look at that point again for Kiefner that is the father of Macy Chafin, somebody we know. And there's a point. Nope, they're going to save. Nice play by Southport. That was off the right arm of Kaminsky.
Oh!
Nice block up front. You had number 3 there, Kiefner, and number 5, Paige Mayer.
Yeah, Mayer did a nice job there as well.
What's this?
I think they both got it. Yeah, give them half of it. Yeah, Clark Chafin works for IndianaSRN. He's pretty proud of Macy.
And should be.
Oh, yes.
Middle back, 13-9, Franklin Central, and that'll be wide off the right arm of Francis.
We want to thank the whole entire Chafin for the chicken dinner they were supposed to bring us, but did not.
Supposed to bring us,
yes.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken sounded good. Yeah. Clark, thank you.
-3 on the serve here for Southport. Not handled well that time by Reagan Harvey, but Franklin Central makes the return to the middle. Short set, the push and the point. That'll be Kiefner again.
So many officials call that a carry, but that is a great push. As long as you don't cup your hand and smack that ball, you're in good shape. That's excellent. Great officiating not to call that a carry.
Side out Cardinals, -2. And again, the rally here by Chafin. Back the other way to the outside and just down the line. And that was kind of one of those Kaminsky, I'm going to show you a fastball and throw you a changeup.
And Macy's upset because she missed it. But, from where she was to where she is now, that's great.
Yeah, watch this right here. Yeah, that went down just inside the line. Side out. Franklin Central +3 and a good serve on that back line. Olivia Acker unable to handle it. Abby Graves there, the junior setter for Franklin Central. Well, Southport they made a couple of runs here, but so far Franklin Central's been able to stop them and get that lead back to 4. From the attack line, deep, and it's on the line, and that's a point for Franklin Central.
Great job of following that ball all the way through as the official.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. It's called by Southport, 16-11. This is high school volleyball in IndianaSRN.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
Flashes with the serve, +5, the second timeout called by the Cardinals.
And that's really early, Troy, to be honest with you, at 16-11.
Back the other way, middle set. Defended well there by Liv Tarter. That was near being out. The Cardinals play it anyway, and a nice play the other side by Graves. Near collision in the middle of that Southport defense. It was Mayer who eventually gets to it. That is Kaminsky to the outside, and Kaminsky again. And you got to play here. If she's going to hit it hard, you got to be back. If she plays it soft, you better be ready to go up, and she's really done a nice job adjusting either way. Biggest lead right now is at 6. And the block, it will go down. That'll be Mayer, the outside hitter there for Southport.
And I kind of like what Mayer did that time, just followed through completely. Did a nice job. Franklin Central +5.
Don Sierowski back in, the outside hitter for Southport. To the middle, the little soft touch there by Francis, and Southport unable to handle it. They really have to be glad Francis is back, and when talking with their coach just about how her presence makes such a big difference after getting hurt last year. And that clips the top of the net, the Keith Meyer special once again.
And if you're new, what coaches do, they put a string from the antenna across and make you serve through that.
That's almost undefensible. +7. Middle back on the serve. Southport will have to return. No offensive attack. Let's see what Franklin Central does. They go to the middle again, and there is Zion Francis with the big-time kill. 8-point lead is now the biggest. Take another look at it. Boy, that short set, you just...
She's a junior.
That's tough to defend, isn't it?
Armor. Need armor.
Back set to the right, nothing there. And Franklin Central pushing it down the line. Good rotation on the other side by the Cardinals. To the outside, the block and the point. Boy, take it up front. You had Brianna Reed, one of the two there. I think the other one may have been Paige Mayer once again, the outside hitter for Southport.
I like that the Southport is just chipping at it, not really panicking right here.
Just can't quite seem to get over the hump yet. You see teams go on so many runs, and then you see Liv Tarter come back, the senior, getting the point for the Flashes.
Now it's the race to 25, so now you need 4. Just don't get them a big rally.
Yeah.
We saw it on Saturday, didn't we not?
Yeah, no kidding. Zion Francis once again the serve. Short set. The touch in the middle by Hamilton for Southport. Cross court, good. I'm not sure Tarter got all of it, but she got enough.
She got enough to get it over. That's your +3 now. You only need 3. Look at this. I'm going to hit it really well, I'm going to hit it.
Well, that shift in the defense for Southport, they went really far to the right.
Look how they rotate here. Nice move.
But they're not just getting enough attacks, though.
You're
Back
right.
to the outside. There she is again, Liv Tarter. So now we're down to 2. And so if you don't get enough attacks, I mean, bottom line, you can score with your defense, yes, but you got to hope the other team makes a mistake. But you need some offensive
You need
attack.
some offensive punch. That's right. You're right.
Lead at 10, the biggest so far of the night. Nice play near the sideline by Kaminsky on the return.
Nice set.
Southport down the line. Great play. Almost made the save there, Zion Francis.
That's where you hit them where they ain't.
Side out, Southport. Megan Hurst. Now will serve for the Cardinals. Trying to get back into this one, down by 9. Making the return, nothing on the attack this time for Franklin Central. Slide to the right on the back set, no.
Good call.
Franklin Central the other way, kept alive by Southport. Short set middle, and they'll keep it alive. Nice play the other way. Give credit to Olivia Acker for Southport. The push and the point.
The little fake dig.
Grace Moore. So now we're down to 1. Set point here in the opening set of this one. Ball played well defensively. Southport again on the return. Franklin Central.
Nice job by the libero keeping that ball alive.
Yeah, they didn't play that well at all. Whistle, double hit, and the point will go to the Flashes. They win the opening set, 25-14. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Hey, a reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Serenity Home Care. Serenity Care Services is an Indiana licensed personnel agency and Medicaid waiver service provider in central Indiana. They're friendly, competent, and an experienced team of caregivers you have been seeking. If you need more information, go to their website, serenitycareservices.net. And there you see, that was the first set right there. By the way, it must be Jersey night. That's pretty brilliant of me, huh?
Yeah, that's, I'm just amazed of the knowledge you have in sports.
Do you know how far it is from Franklin Central High School if you wanted to maybe do the game tonight in our studios? It's 17 miles.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you can hit about 73 miles an hour on 465.
You can, yeah.
I will tell you, I was at Traders Point today testing, and from Traders Point to here, it took me exactly 9.5 minutes.
Wow.
I was following a semi-trailer. He was cruising.
Hauling, was he?
I tell you what, I learned what drafting meant.
And like being aerodynamic?
I'm telling you what, I mean, he's pushing me along pretty well.
That saves gas, too, by the way, and they suck you along with them.
Yeah, I'm afraid he sucked me underneath, probably be dead.
Your thoughts about, I thought Franklin Central, they had the 3 service errors, but offensively they really played well.
Played very well, but, Southport, they got their groove. Let's see what they do in game number 2. This is the most important game of the match.
Middle set, and Southport able to keep it alive. To the outside, and this time down the line, it was Henderson, Marissa Henderson. It was last touched on the sideline by Southport. Now, I want to remind everybody of a game we recently did, Assumption, Kentucky, and Cathedral. We had kind of this Vengali type guy who was making predictions, and I don't remember if that went well for you, but Oh, it was you. I'm sorry that did that. Yeah.
Hey, it's 2-0 Franklin Central. I will tell you this.
Yeah.
People will say, why do you think game number 2 is so important? Because when you win it, you're in just complete control of the whole entire game.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got quite an uphill battle to get back into it when you're down 2-0. That's why you see so many 3-0 scores in volleyball.
Yep.
Back the other way, and again, both teams unable to generate any offense on those possessions. A little sweep with the right hand, and the point good. That's Kiefner, and nope, they're going to say she carried it, though.
Late.
So 3-0 Franklin Central. Crowd getting into it, telling her she can't do that. That is the 4th service error, the first one of this set now for the Flashes.
You know, the interesting about that chant is it's the guys that are saying that has no clue what the rules are of volleyball is, because they're either football players or soccer players.
They just know it was for them.
Yeah.
From the attack line, the push. See what the Cardinals can do on offense. They'll go outside left and got it. That back row, that was Sam Harris unable to handle it.
You got to take a step and then take a step back. So almost like an L cut, if you will, to make that ball. And then you got to swing those hips to get that ball up in the air.
So Paige Mayer on the serve here for the Cardinals. Attack that middle back zone. They are numbered, by the way. I don't have the numbers in front of me as far as which zone. Do you remember which zone they all are?
Coaches changed that a little bit.
Okay, all right. They'll always look at the sideline and see what zone they want to attack. Southport, quick push, and the point. Hey, smart play there.
But I will, going back to that Cathedral game on Saturday, both those teams did not have coaches do that. They had players doing that because of the leadership of those. Yeah, we saw the 7th best team in the country Saturday night.
Yeah,
and it was pretty awesome.
They are very, very good. And the point will go to Southport, and they have now taken a 4-3 lead on the serve there by Mayer.
That game, if you like to see that game, it's on demand right now on the IndianaSRN website. Great ball game, just like this one is.
Yeah, and how about Southport coming back now?
Yep. Good job
what
front.
A block up front by Kiefner, but the lead now at 3 in Franklin Central. That's the biggest deficit they've had here tonight.
She stepped right in front of that ball and was going to take it in the face, got her hands up. Nice play. Good job, young lady.
Now the rally happening right here for Mayer, and there's another one. 7-3.
This is what Franklin Central did the other night against Cecina. Played very, very well, and then it looked like they were just a little flat game 2. See what they have. See if they have something left in their tank.
+4 on the serve. On the right arm of Mayer right now, and that'll be a double hit. Yeah, they're going to say the point will go to the Cardinals, and they continue to build the lead. And when we talk about momentum, we talk about runs, this is exactly what we're talking about right here for Southport. See a team get on fire, and they're hard to stop.
Yes, sir.
From way behind the attack line, that was Harris. Here come the Cardinals back the other way. Point good. It is all Cardinals now here in the second set.
I wonder what was said in the huddle.
It's going to be a short bus ride home if we don't hurry. Timeout. 9-3, second set. This is high school volleyball in IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Side out Cardinals leading it 9-3. Flashes unable to again generate any offense in that possession. Little soft touch, and the point again will go to the Cardinals. And they've just turned this thing around here.
They have. They have momentum-wise, and they've kept them off. Front row can't attack.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
And that will be a service error, only their fourth, but what a run there by Paige Mayer and Southport.
That's what, though, when the balloon goes,
yeah,
because you let the air out. Now the rally here, we see if Franklin Central has 6 points plus.
This will be Liliana Joseph serving now for the Flashes. Southport back the other way. And they'll get the point. Unable to get the return. And it's now a 7-point lead. Here is Olivia Acker. See if she can duplicate what Paige Mayer did moments ago. They have the Flashes on their heels to the outside, and the point good by Liv Tarter. Tarter's been playing a lot in this left outside up.
Yep.
We haven't seen maybe Kaminsky there as much in this second set as we did in the opening set. She likes that left side. Cardinals on the attack the other way. Again, Tarter. And the good block up front. That's going to be 22, Brianna Reed. Take another look at this one.
Look at this slide step here.
That was that kill that time by Tarter. Side out by Hurst. Still leading it by 7, and we're seeing a Franklin Central team that offensively played so well in that opening set, but they just cannot find their way on offense here in this second set. The point will go to the Cardinals.
You're right. I mean, they can't find their rhythm. And,
yeah.
You know, you call that timeout, you try to settle them down. Sometimes teams just don't respond.
And Southport has taken advantage of the offensive struggles now by Franklin Central. And there you go. That'll help. Sam Harris from the right side. But we haven't seen Kaminsky in a while.
Yeah. Maybe they're resting that knee a little bit, don't you think? Maybe still early in the year?
Maybe. So side out, Flashes down by 7. They need to run themselves. Back set, slide to the right. Off the arm of Hamilton. Tarter again for the Flashes, and unable to play it at the net is Chafin.
And fortunately for them, that was short, because if not, that would have been a disaster. That would have been a hard hit.
Side out, Flashes. Just inside the attack line, deep middle. Back the other way, nice block again up front. This time it was Riley Hamilton.
And every single time Franklin Central makes a move, Southport makes a play.
Reagan Conwell will come in now for Franklin Central. 7-point lead now for Southport. Side out here for the Cardinals. And there you can kind of tell that something wasn't quite right there for Franklin Central. They had no setup on offense. And that'll go wide, and the point will go to Franklin Central.
You had that right. You got exactly where you wanted it to be. You just got to make sure you get that in. Southport has matched their same total they did game number 1, but they got to go past that to win this thing.
Yeah. Here is Marissa Henderson on the serve, or I should say back in the lineup. And the attack the other way, point good by Hamilton. This thing changed drastically when we talked about Franklin Central and just how good they looked on offense in that opening set, but it's been all Southport now. Side out here for Hamilton. I mentioned earlier the Cardinals were 2-11 on the road last season. They're playing like they're 11-2, but there's a service error. In this second set, they're playing that way.
And they just want to thank you for jinxing them right now.
That's now 5 service errors on the Cardinals, 4 tonight on Franklin Central. We mentioned both teams below 90%, so that's one area of concern. And that's set way to the outside, and that's an error there, an attack error on Southport.
They just put more into the front row of Franklin Central. Let's see if they'll go to her.
Well, they need a run going. They're still down by 5. How will Southport respond as well? And that's hit into the net. Not a really good set again, or the jump was mistimed on that left upper front. So now Franklin Central, just a mini run of their own. -4 and the serve. They went middle back to the outside. Mayer on the attempted kill, and Franklin Central with a return, nothing on offense. Quick sweep with the left hand, point good. That's Chafin.
That's the second time she's done that tonight. The athletic ability comes from her mother, and you can just tell that. She can get up off the ground. You see her jumping for.
You saying Clark can't?
No.
You don't want to watch it? I mean, it's kind of ugly.
He works with me next week. I got to be kind.
Okay. I'm sure he'll hear this later.
Yes, he will.
To the outside. Nothing there for the Flashes. And that's going to be long on the hit.
Boy, that's close, though. That's very close.
So tonight, though, we have 4 officials. In many games, we only have 2, and then they have students. Why tonight?
Because you had a freshman game before this game in the other gym. So you played a freshman game at the same time you played the JV game, and those officials then come over, so everybody gets 2 games.
Haley Kiefner, by the way, on the point.
Makes sense?
It makes sense now.
Yes.
Yes.
I think this is the way you should go, but, there's a shortage. We'll talk about that maybe in between games about the shortage of officials.
17-12. Franklin Central again, no attack there. Back set, soft touch, nothing. To the outside, it'll be Henderson. And the point again. That looked like it was Kiefner. I could be one of those line judges. Do I have to know much to do that down there besides in and out?
Yeah, you still really, you need to pass the test.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
I'm not good at testing. There's the service error. There's 6 now for Southport.
I got a 97 on the test when I took it.
Open book?
Oh, well, yeah.
And you only got a 97?
Well, you had Don Nestor on the other side of me going, B, C.
Side out, Joseph now for the Flashes, -5. Is the test hard?
It's an open book test.
So I really don't have to know anything about volleyball, just get the answers right.
Yes, I think that's correct.
Set to the outside right, nothing. Southport's defense has picked it up here in the second set. Nice block up front. More back in. The point will go to the Cardinals.
Just to finish that thought, they work very hard. Our officials work very hard for us, and tongue-in-cheek, we have a great relationship with every single association. In fact, they support us, and we support them.
I just thought maybe I could sneak in there.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
There's another service error. 7 now in the Cardinals.
I'll hook you up with the athletic directors of both of these schools. Maybe they'll,
just get a quick training session, right?
Well, and take the line drive hits from the serves and see if you can stand that.
And not move.
Yes.
I hear you. There's a service error the other way. That's number 5 now on the Flashes.
I kid you not, I saw an official one night take one in the nose and broke her nose on the hit. Yes.
I believe it.
They are hurt. They hurt.
You're concentrating and
dodgeball, USA, baby.
Here is Hurst on the serve.
Got away with a carry there.
Southport only 5 away from tying this in at 1 apiece. And was it touched?
Yes. I love that because both officials had it at the same time. In rhythm. Good officiating is good to watch.
It is.
I watched you officiate.
It's not good, huh?
It's okay.
It's okay. It's funny, that's what the coaches told me, too.
Yeah, you're okay.
Do the Flashes have a push in them right here? We still haven't heard why Kaminsky hasn't been playing lately. And the point again, Southport.
Southport just seemed to be much in tune in this game than game one.
Yeah. Side out. Once again, Hurst on the serve. Lead at 8, make it 9. Well, let me ask you then, it has to be a factor that Kaminsky's not in there because this offense has not looked the same.
It's not the same.
Central.
You're right. Timeout, Franklin Central.
23-14, we'll take a timeout as well. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Franklin Central High School, Southport trying to win this second set. They're only 2 away. And boy, you look at the scores and just how things have changed so quickly here in this second set. And there's a service error. 5 in the set, 8 on the night now for the Cardinals, yet they're still up by 9.
That's great communication, though, in the back row to say, let it go, let it go.
Yeah, you have to be a really good judge of distance where you are and where that ball is going. Southport to the outside. They'll push it down the line, back to the middle, and point will go to the Flashes. Good hustle there by Hurst, who was playing that back row. Here is Sam Harris on the serve. Does Franklin Central have a rally in them here late? Cardinals return.
Hit the net. Good job finding the ball.
There is to the outside, Liv Tarter, the senior, stepping up.
And there's that momentum you're looking to carry you a little bit through here. These are the most important 3 points here. Get it to 23-20, then see what you got.
Down by 6. Southport from the middle, and it's long again, not by much.
Was that Chafin that hit that ball?
Take another look at it. And that's going to be the Tarter hit score that made it 23-17. Southport on the return, nothing there on the offensive side. Back to the middle. Nice strike there by Storrs. And then just inside the line, great play. Looked like Tarter again got just enough of it.
Ball had eyes. Coaches hate that. Look at this. That thing had right.
So now it's 4.
Timeout, Southport.
23-19. We're going to keep it right here and remind you that today's broadcast is brought to you by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. There's a reason we do this one. Not only are they a great sponsor, but they have one guy who eats there a lot. A great atmosphere for breakfast or brunch. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Tammy and her staff wait to serve you and Keith and your family. Try the biscuits and gravy or the quiche, and Coach always recommends the BLT because
extra mayonnaise.
Exactly. Tam's located at 6427 Oaklandon Road in Indy. And by the way, because Keith gets more mayonnaise, they've had to up the price a little bit of BLT.
I'm telling you, it's the best BLT sandwich. You get your chips, you get your ketchup, you get your mayonnaise. Oh, my goodness, you're good to go.
Never heard of ketchup on a BLT, though.
No ketchup on BLT. Ketchup on the chips.
That either.
Play on.
Southport, attack to the middle, ball played at the net. How about that play there by Graves to keep it alive? To the outside, Tarter couldn't get the jump, and it's now 1 point away from the set win. Back into the lineup will be Reagan Conwell, who's getting some extra playing time. We mentioned Abby Kaminsky has not played in this set. She did start, was a factor in the first set, service error number 9 overall now for Southport.
This could drive you crazy. You know, you're so close, but we have seen some miracle things happen here.
I think Franklin Central, if they can again run the 6 here, they'll end up winning the set. But they push it to the outside on the left hand there by Chafin, but it is wide, and it's down to 3. We'll give Franklin Central credit. They're battling back.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be wide, and that's going to do it for the second set. Southport comes back. They pick up the win in set number 2, 25-21, and we are now even at 1 set apiece. Stay right there. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably can help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
A nice comeback for Southport, though Franklin Central made it interesting toward the end of that second set. As you see the score in set number 2, we're tied at 1 apiece. We're guaranteed 4. It seems like whenever I'm doing volleyball, at least a lot of times, we do 5-setters. I mean, I think I probably did several of them last year. We've done 1 this year, so we're very early. So
it's not my fault. Well, there she is. She's on the floor.
Oh, you're talking about, that is Francis.
Yeah, Francis is back on the floor.
Yeah, but Kaminsky's not. Yeah.
Okay, Francis wasn't, though, on the floor much, was
she was a little bit early, but then not late. But we haven't seen Kaminsky in a while.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. There she is. There is Kaminsky right there. Now, she is adjusting. I don't think it's anything big, but she was not on the floor there for the – I don't think she was in there the whole set.
I think you're right. We'll go back and view that, but this now is important.
Yes.
Because the momentum now can switch back and forth. But you're right. We get overtime. We do get to play 4.
Now, coaches, listen, I think that maybe if you were looking at it, you thought, you know what I'm going to do as a coach? I'm going to see if some of these other players are going to step up. Because you know as well as I do, you're going to need those players sometime down the line.
You know, my assistants encouraged me to do that, but you know, I always told them our job is to win.
Yeah.
And let's just win.
Maybe you're confident enough, you bring Kaminsky back, you bring Francis back, and everything could be fine.
We'll see what happens.
We will. Any predictions?
No, because you'll make fun of me when I'm wrong.
See Kaminsky back in that front row along with Francis. Kaminsky inside the attack line. One step and the point. That is the difference right there.
I think you're right.
Have you ever known me to be wrong? I once thought I made a mistake, but I was wrong.
Once.
There's a service error the other way. 6 now on Franklin Central. Side out Cardinals. Back in the lineup will be Goncierowski.
Hey, we want to thank the Hoosier Crossland Conference that are watching the game tonight. Also, Bobby Finn, who's watching the game. Verena Green watching the game tonight.
By the way, that service error number 10 now on Southport. Side out, Franklin Central. Now with a 2-1 lead. No attack put together there by the Cardinals. Back the other way. Short set, and guess who again? Zion Francis.
Francis is a big playmaker.
Oh, look at this.
Look at the leap there. That's a hack attack.
You know, that's a pretty good jump, though, with the two braces.
Yes.
That just shows her athleticism. And that'll be wide, and the point back the other way. That's number 7 now on Franklin Central. Acker will serve now for Southport. -1 here for Acker. To the outside, Tarter, but blocked up front. You had number 4 there, Hamilton, and number 22 is there, Reed. And we're tied at 3. That would have been very close, but played on that back row by Kaminsky. Middle set, nice block up front. And one of those there was Francis.
She makes a big difference in that wall.
Harris helped her as well up front.
Basketball goals are down tonight. Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It does. Back to a 1-point lead. Getting a hand on that one up front was Moore, and then to the outside. There you go. Now this is the offense we saw earlier.
And she feels more. I think she plays better in that back row. I mean, she makes a difference in the front, but she makes a bigger difference in that back row.
Well, look how big they are now.
Yeah, they are big then.
+2 on the serve. Southport to the outside. We had Francis in the back. Here's Tarter, and Tarter with the point.
Boy, just so hard to make that play. This is the nice dive. I like the dive, just maybe a little too late.
Yeah, good effort by Mayer of Southport. 6-3. Back set on the slide to the right, and unable to play it. On that back row is Zion Francis. Point will go to the Cardinals, and back in their lineup will be Megan Hurst.
You know, it's so hard to make that play once that hits the net, unless it hits it flush. It's really hard to make that play.
Cardinals down by 2. Tied at 1 apiece. That one clips the net, it's kept alive, but then played at the net for the point is Hamilton.
Franklin Central stopped playing.
Well, wait a minute.
Did they call a net violation?
They must have.
Oh.
So tough break there for the Cardinals. 7-4 now, Franklin Central, and make the ace 8-4. Yeah, that was a heck of a play, though. Both ways. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, they did not get the point. Another good serve. The return there for Southport. What will the Flashes do on this one? Back to Tarter again. She tried to kick it over like a soccer player, but they won't let her do that.
Now, you are allowed to kick the ball, but I don't know if you could kick it like that. You can use your foot, though. However.
You can?
Yes, sir.
Really? So you can use your foot in volleyball, but you can't use your hand in soccer. There's another one hit into the net.
That's correct.
unless you're the goalie.
Well, sometimes goalies don't use their hands.
True.
They use their head, though.
They do. 8-6. Side out, Cardinals. Boy, Franklin Central's got to get that back on offense. Made a mistake on the attack once again, and it's back to 1. So I would say the word consistency right now for Franklin Central, that's what they're looking for. They just haven't been very consistent.
Completely agree.
In the last 2 sets. From the attack line in the middle, that's Kaminsky. To the outside, no. Quick push. Kiefner was there for the Cardinals.
Rotate that ball around.
Inside the attack line. That is Kaminsky on the back row. And they'll make the return. Slide to the right.
That's a great set. I tell you what, Chafin did a nice job of setting that ball up in the air. Nice hit, nice attack.
That ate Kaminsky up that time.
And we're at 8s.
It looked like maybe Franklin Central had gotten things together on offense, but now we're back the other way and we're tied. Again, they have to make their return with no attack. Here come the Cardinals. Nice hit, point good. Yes, up that left side.
Southport's, since game 1, Southport just has dominated the game.
You have.
I mean, it's close, but they've dominated.
By the way, that last point by Mayer and another point for the Cardinals. And they have come back now to take a 2-point lead. Well, we can't say it's because Kaminsky and Francis haven't been in the lineup. They have. Though Francis not in the lineup right now, that is going to be Tarter once again. She's playing a lot at that upper left side.
She got that blind corner, got that nice little hit.
So now Kaminsky will take her place. You'll see Tarter go back to serve. She's one of the 3 seniors. You're -1 here in the 3rd set. Short set, middle, nothing there. Yeah, well, I take that back. It looked like it wasn't going to be played, but unfortunately you had Conwell unable to handle the shot, and the point will go to Southport. Cardinals trying to move their record to 4-3. From the attack line, that's Kaminsky. We talked about her in the last game that we did, that when you needed a point, you went to her, and look at this.
You heard that from up here. I mean, that's a nice smack.
Southport will take on Terre Haute South on Thursday. Franklin Central gets Westfield. Middle back on the attack there. Kaminsky again from the attack line. Didn't get a good strike on that one. Short set. Nice block. Kaminsky couldn't hold on to it on the left hand.
Southport, though their smaller front line, has done a nice job of throwing Franklin Central off.
Yeah. Reed is back in. Side out Cardinals. This is Chafin. Now she serves left-handed. A little different spin on it. And that's just inside the line from the middle. And he really needed that one. That's Kaminsky back again. Take another look.
No one played that back line. Got to play that back line.
You know, it was neat watching Kaminsky come behind Francis, so you really didn't know where that set was going to be.
That's off the wrong elbow.
Cardinals able to keep it alive. And
she just got that ball. Nice job. Way to reach.
And that's inside the line. Point Cardinals. Yeah, she had to stretch a lot to get to that. Into the lineup now for Southport. Gonciarowski will come in. The outside hitter, a senior. Southport leads it by 2. Just inside the attack line, as you saw Kaminsky go right to left. This time middle set, pushing it wide. That'll be Francis.
Francis called for that ball, though. And now Southport +3.
So an attack error that time for the Flashes. We saw that big run put together by Southport in the second set. Can they do it again? This time they can't. Outside left is Sam Harris. Winner of this will go up 2-1 and be in the driver's seat, at least for the moment. But right now, I don't think anything's guaranteed. These two teams playing even here as that one is set short. And the point will go to Franklin Central. We're back to 1. Jump serve and a nice one, but it's going to be wide. That one just barely got over the net, but did not stay between the lines. That is number 8 now tonight for the Flashes. 10 tonight for Southport. Side out Acker. Back set right. To the outside left now for Southport. Good defense that time by Graves. And on the other side, nice play by Chafin. Carter tried to push it down the line. Good rotation there for Southport. Back the other way we go. Short set. Nice play and the kill by Zion Francis. Watch this. I mean, that's just right where she wanted it.
That's a great play.
That's one of those where you're up and you hit it while you're still up.
And you know it.
You know it, yep. It's like a home run ball. Back to 1. Francis on the serve. Southport on the return. Not a good offensive possession. Ball played at the net. Nice job there by Tarter. Nice block up front, but unfortunately, it will not go down. Point will go to Franklin Central.
At Cecina. Cecina leads 24-19 in set 2. They won set 1, 25-19.
Southport unable to do anything from the attack line. Big time hit, but the return and the point will go to Southport. Kaminsky winding up on this one. But how about that block up front? That was number 4, Hamilton.
What I like about Hamilton that time, she knew, but they came back ready to play defense.
Side out, Cardinals. Good look there at Kiefner. From again, the attack line. They stop Kaminsky one more time, make their return. Franklin Central, 2 straight possessions, nothing, now make it 3. To the middle. Nice block up front, but it stays in play. Point will go to Southport. And now a 2-point lead.
They get, okay. I thought that was going to be Franklin Central's ball.
So here is Hurst on the serve. Franklin Central doesn't play well again. That's now 4 straight possessions of no attack. Southport on the return to the middle, and that'll be long. That's Grace Moore. And Southport now leads it by 3. What a huge win this would be tonight for Southport to walk in here after last year losing 3-0. From just behind the attack line, nothing there for Kaminsky. And they'll make the return as well. To the middle. And a block at the net and give the point to the Cardinals again. That was number 4, which is Riley Hamilton. Take a look at that.
Playing well, aren't they?
They certainly are. I'll tell you what, it looked like Franklin Central had gotten themselves back together again offensively, but they had those 4 straight possessions where they had to make their return with no attack. See if they can get some points here, and it's blocked back, and the point again. Who's on that left side? Hamilton. And timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here and remind you that participation in high school athletics does not have to end with high school graduation. Even if you have been away from the game for a while, you can get back in the game by becoming a licensed official in any of the 20 sports sanctioned by the Indiana High School Athletic Association. If you need more information, contact their office at IHSAA.org.
And we want to thank the Officials Associations for helping us put this broadcast on. A lot of officials, and I know we talked to the officials on Friday night, a lot of officials will go back and watch the games, and there's huddle and all those things, but they kind of want to hear what our broadcasters think about the calls and stuff. And of course, we have a policy: we do not bash our officials, but they like to watch the replays just as like the players.
Always got to remember that my angle's a lot different than their angle.
You bet.
And we're going to see it a little bit differently no matter what. Here's Tarter. And Tarter gets the point. Good effort by Mayer in that back row. Tell you what, Liv Tarter's playing pretty well, the outside hitter. We usually see Kaminsky there, but she's really done a nice job tonight.
How about the little girl that moved out of the way because she knew the ball was coming, didn't want to get hit?
Good move as well. There's another point.
Here comes the comeback.
By the way, this is Sam Harris on the serve now for Franklin Central. Do they have enough to make a strong run to get the win in this second set? Southport slide to the right, back set, yes, and there is Riley Hamilton again. And Southport now 4 away from taking a 2-1 lead. Side out, here is Gunsierowski. Who will serve again for Southport from the middle. Little touch there by Kaminsky. And the short set it up well for Moore.
That was a short arm. Man, that was smack. Look at this.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot you could do there to defend that, was there?
No, sir.
Back to 3. Southport has been able to respond every time, and they're going to do it again thanks to Hamilton. Went soft up front. Back in the lineup will be Kiefner, and Hamilton will serve.
This is where you push 3. You stay in the ball game. Stay focused here.
And now we wait and see. Not a good job on that back row for Franklin Central.
Not a good solid platform there. Hit right off the left arm.
Back on her heels on that reception. So now it's down to 2 here in the second set. And again, a mistake by Franklin Central. Set point. Franklin Central played so well in that opening set. And then Southport winning the second set. Kind of turned it around. That's a Keith Meyer special again. To the outside.
Nice. Keep that alive. Nice.
Need to get on the attack, though. Southport back again to the left. Little push to the right. Point good. Kaminsky.
I like the movement that time. Maybe not. You finished. You got the point. But movement much better for Franklin Central.
Still set point. Side out Franklin Central. On the return, nothing. Back to the middle, once again to Harris. Francis. To the outside, and it's blocked. It stays in. They went after Kaminsky, and they get the block thanks to Haley Kiefner there for Southport. And a little bit of a surprise right here. Southport wins it 25-19. They take a 2-1 lead. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see if I did it?
Yeah!
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Back here at Southport. By the way, high school football Friday night.
As you see on the board there, Covenant Christian, Traders Point. Both teams lost last week. Should be a good game. Speedway Cecina. This will be a great 2-3A matchup.
Yes.
And then the Indianapolis Tech Titans, much improved in the past, playing Chittard. I know the broadcast team doing that game. And then the big one, Evansville Memorial, Evansville North. Great game, 7 o'clock start. All on the networks of IndianaSRN. And Jerry heads down to Evansville this week with Jarrett. Jarrett gets the steak gets the steak dinner, get home at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, you got to love those days.
I used to do those, yeah.
I had those days. Those days were all, I got a feeling I'm going to get that Southport road trip, that South Bend road trip.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Chittard Tech game will be well watched because there will be a very expert cameraman running the show.
Is Nick working that night?
Southport leads at 2-1.
They need one.
They do.
They need a victory.
And this is Chafin, the left-handed server. And Franklin Central. They're having a real difficult time receiving in that back row.
And they're having, Southport comes in here relaxed, and they have dominated.
They have certainly made the difference after that first set. Chafin again with the serve. Let's see if they'll go back to the outside. They will, and the lift and the point. Southport, that time it was Marissa Henderson on the left side. They brought Kaminsky to the middle. And now a little bit of a discussion. You see Franklin Central just on the right portion of your screen. I think they wanted to talk to the official about that call.
Again, the only sport that I know of that you can go up to the official, talk to the officials then talk back to you, and then you go to the coach and say, okay, this is what she said now, and then you go back and say, but this is what we saw. And then she goes back.
Do you have a certain, is it like going to see your pitcher? Do you only have so many trips over there?
Oh, no, you can go as much as you can. Right. Now, I will tell you this. Back in my day, sometimes I just did it because I wanted to delay the game as much as possible.
Stopping, especially if you had momentum the other way.
Exactly right.
To the middle, and it's going to be touched last by Franklin Central. Haley Kiefner with the point. And what a quick start, 3-0. Macy Chafin doing it early here for Southport. From the attack line, there's Kaminsky, and Kaminsky stops the run. Going to see number 4 coming in, Sam Harris. And that will bring, I'll take that back, that's actually going to be Reagan Harvey coming in for Franklin Central. Harris coming out. And will Southport keep it alive? Yes, great effort. To the middle. Nice block off the attempt by Francis. To the outside, just inside the attack line there for Southport. And this time from the right, number 4, Sam Harris. Getting a look there at the student section. It is, as I had made a great observation earlier, it is uniform night. There's an ace for Franklin Central.
Well, it's tied. Who takes the advantage?
And misplayed by Southport. A rather rare error on the receiving end of things. So Franklin Central leads it by 1. They want to get this one, and then it's the race to 15. Which is always exciting. Just inside the attack line, a little slide step there by Brianna Reed. She didn't get all of that one, and now the Flashers lead it by 2. We mentioned that word consistency, and that will go to Franklin Central, and that's something they really did miss in the second and third sets. But now a 3-point lead. They had a lead, by the way, in that third set, too. And Southport able to come back and get the win. They'll set it up in the middle. Big hit by Francis. And the return. Will they go to Francis again?
No.
Nope. They're going to go to Kaminsky on the back row, or I should say the attack line, to get the point.
Once she gets set, she gets that momentum going. And it looks like she jumps off the wrong foot, doesn't it?
It does.
A little bit.
If she can do that every time, she can jump off any foot she wants.
Exactly.
4-point lead, the biggest here in the fourth set. To the outside. This time they went to number 15, Henderson, but it was blocked back. Point will go to the Cardinals. Into the lineup once again will be Gunciarowski. Side out, Southport. Not much there for Kaminsky. And on the return, that's wide of the antenna and back again to the Flashes. Coming into the lineup will be Joseph now for Franklin Central. 4 has been their biggest lead in this set.
Oh, we got to get ready.
To the middle. And there, I'll tell you what, that is like illegal.
That's butter.
Man.
That is
short
just
set to Francis. Kind of like a give and go. I'll give it to you, give it right back.
Yep.
We, I believe, have a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Indiana Mulch and Stone. Since inception in 1987, Indiana Mulch and Stone has been dedicated to providing the highest quality products to landscapers, businesses, and residents in central Indiana. Their first priority and their foremost goal is to establish long-term relationships with our customers by offering exceptional service and the highest quality landscape products. And this philosophy has defined their success for the last 35 years and will continue for decades to follow. For more information, go to their website, IndianaMulch.com. So after a timeout, Franklin Central now with their biggest lead at 5. We saw Southport, those last possessions were not real good possessions. They got virtually no attack over the last couple of points. Come back right side, they changed that right there. Nice job by Kiefner up front. You had Reed there as well, side out Southport. Here's Olivia Acker. Serving has gotten better here lately both ways, and that's going to be long off the hit. Point Southport. Franklin Central is stuck on 8. We've seen now 10 service errors by Southport. To the middle and the point. There is Zion Francis again.
That's almost like a little tap because it misdirection.
You know, I'll tell you what, that's hard to get in that corner.
You bet.
Back to 4. Francis on the serve. Cardinals on the push and the point. That was Paige Mayer. Side out for the Cardinals. -3 and the serve here by Hurst. And I just mentioned the service errors had been sparse lately, and then you get one there.
Thanks for jinxing them.
I tried.
Hey, if you're enjoying the broadcast, there's a donate button right there on the page. If you'd like to hit that button, we can put more athletes on the air. We would appreciate it, and I'm sure they would too. Just hit that donate button. We thank you. It's IndianaSRN, where you're always in the
game. Point, Franklin Central, 12-7. It's now at 5, so let's see if they can get a run going here. And there's a service error.
You're just right on tonight.
I shouldn't bring it up.
You just
Man, everybody's looking at me.
You know, when they watch this replay, they're going to say, Troy Derigowski, we do not.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Right? I just love statistics.
I know you do.
And the point will go to Southport. I was a math major in school.
I was in first grade. Then it went downhill from there.
Were you like me? Did you get a 4.0
in first grade? But
yeah.
Other than that, it was
over. Back the other way. And that'll be a double hit called against Franklin Central. And now it's down to 2. See head coach Chelsea Hoffman there on the sideline for Southport. Franklin Central does not play that well again. The receiving error. And it's down to 1.
This is like knuckle time, you know, because it's much closer.
One must ask yourself, though, and again, we're talking about high school kids and things happen. There is Kaminsky, and it'll be point again for Southport. What happened after that first set? And then Franklin Central just hasn't looked the same since.
You know, you really you want to play well that first game maybe for your seniors, and the error went out.
And that'll be long service error. Number 12 now for Southport.
Both teams have struggled to get momentum
they
to
have.
this.
Yeah, it's back to that word consistent. And there's an ace the other way. This is Kaminsky again. She has that nice running jump serve, and there's a lot of English on that thing. It's always on a line drive, and they went and attacked that same zone. And now slide to the right, back set, cross-court attack, 2 wide, and the point again to Southport. Back in the lineup will be Kiefner. Side out Hamilton. -1 here in the 4th set.
Stubbed your toe there.
13 now for the Cardinals. Tell you what, if they win this, and you can walk out of here with 13+ service errors, you've got to feel pretty fortunate.
Pretty good about it, don't you? Yeah.
Side out, Franklin Central. That was a bad set, but a nice recovery by Kiefner to keep it alive. There's Kaminsky again, and that is right on the line. Point Franklin Central. That was hit with a lot of authority there by Kaminsky. +3 now for the Flashes. Trying to force a 5th set. A little slide to the middle. Nothing there. Kaminsky a foot behind the attack line. And the push, whistle stops play. And that will go against Southport, and the point again for the Flashes.
And wonderful cheer. You can't do that.
Timeout on the floor. Franklin Central leads it by 4. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
17-13. Following the timeout by Southport. Want to stop a run right here. This is the best run Franklin Central's had in a while. Well, the Cardinals make the return again. Nothing there on offense. Quick push down the line. Try to catch him off guard. Outside the tap and the point. There is Henderson.
Now you have the momentum. You had to finish here. Got to finish here.
Side out, Flashes on the +5. And there is a service error. They're going to give it back. That's now double digits for the Flashes. They have 10. Side out, Southport. This is Chafin. Well, you get a left-hander who can really serve. That's not a real difficult serve there. There's a sweep and the point good by Francis. But you get a left-hander who can really serve hard. That really is a different spin.
Rotation of the ball.
Exactly. Yep. Nice play there by Zion Francis. Back to 5. Inside the attack line, hit deep, and there's an error the other way. And now it's 6, and we're down to that 20-point mark. If you think of it in terms of you can force mistakes, get points here quickly, get out of it. Think about that 5th set to the outside, the push, and keeping it alive. Nice play. And the push again the other way, and it looked like that time Kaminsky stopped or hesitated and got the push across. Take a look at this one. Whoop.
Yep.
I would have been back on my heels too, and that's what Chafin was doing.
You would think she was going to hit that ball hard.
And a receiving error the other way.
Right off the wrong location of the platform.
Yeah, Olivia
now you push
Ackert.
3.
Ackert loved to have that one back. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, so now your biggest lead of this 4th set is now at 8. Now Southport's offense, who looks so good, and there's another receiving error by Mayer. And how about this? All of a sudden, I'm starting to get a little ill, Coach. We're going up and down.
Almost
and
like
up
the roller coaster.
It is. Side out, Flashes. And you just don't see that same energy now on Southport's side.
No,
do you?
Southport looks flat-footed. Now we're down to 1.
Set point. We are going to play 5. We played 5 on Saturday between Assumption and Cathedral. Set was off the mark there for Mayer. To the middle. And there's your point. It was Zion Francis in the middle. And how about Franklin Central? They come back to win this 4th set in a dominating fashion like they did in set number 1, 25-14. The race to 15 coming up. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
We are headed to a fifth set. By the way, we mentioned high school football coming up on Friday night. We have 4 games on tap. The Associated Press poll came out today. By the way, the IndianaSRN poll came out on Sunday. And I did happen to notice that Cathedral did jump into the poll, on the SRN poll, on Sunday, which was good.
What number?
What number did you put him at?
I think number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, number 3. Cecina wins in 3. And I tell you what, that Cecina ball club must be really, really good.
Wow. 3. They win in 3. That one's been a long one. Here we're tied at 2 apiece. They don't even give you love on the way out.
Sign his paycheck. I don't understand.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares either. Okay, this race to 15. Here we go.
All right, side out, flashes. And good start. Nice play. And great effort there by Southport. But nice start here for Abigail Graves. Boy, you can really, if you can get 4 or 5 point lead right here.
Yes, sir.
You really put the pressure on the other team. Back set right on the slide point. Good. That'll be Mayer.
But you have to be consistent here. Now our producer even giving it to you. I think Jerry wants to go home and eat.
Mayer on the serve. And down the line, nice strike there by Harris, and then misplayed. That's the thing you've got to avoid now. You really have to cut down the mistakes.
Your unforced turnovers multiply in this game.
Yeah, they're so much more magnified at this point that everything will stand out in a 5-setter. Here's Joseph on the serve. Will Southport get some of their energy back that they had in the second and third sets? Here is Kaminsky to the outside. Yes.
You know, going into this, we look at this, it was pretty evenly. We thought with senior night that Franklin Central probably would have just stepped it up a little bit, but this has been pretty equal the whole entire night. If you look at the scores, those are pretty close scores.
Yeah. Other than the first and fourth.
Yeah, the 2:25-14s.
Down the line, and it is in. Placement of the ball almost perfect there for Southport. Side out Acker, and we're down to a -1 here for the Cardinals. Crowd getting their money's worth here tonight. Extra volleyball, and there's Kaminsky again. Point needed, point gotten. Take a look at this one.
3 steps. Pretty impressive.
Always a way to find that open area as you see Francis on the serve. Back set to the right. Went down the line, and the Flashes attack the other way. It's tipped out of bounds, and the point will go once again. That's number 9, Reagan Harvey.
Now this is where you want to push like 3, 4. Got a timeout, Southport.
We'll take a timeout as well. 5-2 your score. This is high school volleyball on IndianaSRN. We are back here at Franklin Central High School as Southport on the attack the other way. The point good. Give that one to Riley Hamilton, and we're down to 2. Into the lineup will be Megan Hurst. She will be serving. In the 5th set, you play to 15, but you still have to win by 2. And there is a service error, and that's a big one.
Yeah, once you get to 10 here, you are just biting your fingernails.
That is now 14 on the night for the Cardinals. How will they respond here? Down by 3. They attack that middle back, and that's where one area that the Flashes have had some issues on the receiving end. We'll see Sam Harris come back in. Side out once again for the Cardinals. And it's back to 2. Who will gain the upper hand? Kaminsky. Set, and a short set in the middle there for Hamilton. A little runner with the right hand. Kaminsky back the other way. Nice block up front. Southport able to keep it alive, go left side. And a good volley, and we have, what, a carry or 2 hit? It'll be 2 hits called against Franklin Central. They got, is that number 11?
For 11, 2 hits.
Oh, yeah, Zion Francis. Side out, Southport. Kaminsky, just a step inside the attack line, and on the return it goes out of play. So now Kaminsky will serve. She does a nice job coming back to this. There you go.
Look at that. Looking, following the ball.
Also coming in will be Joseph for Franklin Central. This is Kaminsky, has that running jump serve. She's only a sophomore. Bad set there. Not sure which way they wanted to go, and they made him pay for it in the middle. There is Grace Moore. See, the indecision
right
on this
here.
side. Yeah, right before that, you had Chafin up there, and you had Hurst, and there wasn't a really good set there.
No communication.
Exactly. +3. And a service error the other way. That will be 11 now in the Flashes.
And when they watch this over and over again, coaches will just go nuts because they don't understand. You got to just get that over the net. Nice hit.
Yep, set to the outside. And the point, yes. Yeah, if you go back to Saturday, I think we only had three each.
Yeah.
It was 3 each.
Yeah, total, maybe a total of 6.
Cathedral had 3. Assumption had 3. And that's probably, there's a point. And again, nothing against these two teams right now, but they got a lot to work on to make sure they cut down on the mistakes that when they play really good teams, they can't afford to. As you see coming into the lineup for Southport, they bring a new player into the lineup. We'll get her in a couple. It might be Martinez. As it's back to a 2-point lead. Push deep. And the return. Cardinals to the outside. And is blocked out of bounds. Boy, you had 2 big arms there, and one of them was Zion Francis. Can't keep it in play. We're down to 1 again. Here's Chapin. Excuse me. Macy Chapin has really done a nice job serving.
That left-handed serve just throws you off. Nice set.
And no return, really. And to the middle, yes. Point Cardinals, and we're tied at 9.
It's going to come down who makes the less mistakes.
Yep.
That's what it's going to come down tonight.
And now you only have 6 more to go. So who gets to the final 6 the quickest? And by the way, it's been Chafin who has been the one that has really sparked them in the runs they've had from the attack line. Good job there by Mayer. And they go to the big gun up front, Zion Francis. Got a little head of steam right here and a nice short set. Side out, Franklin Central. This will be Graves on the serve. Only 5 away from a 3-2 win, though they were given everything, and Southport's not going away yet. And that's a nice play at the offensive end.
You notice both coaches are saving these timeouts, too. You know, they're like, okay, I got 1 left. I'm going to keep it in my pocket.
There you see Coach Hoffman again.
She's willing him to play.
Yeah, you don't get to a 5th set very often. And right now you're battling to get a win here and want to cut down on the mistakes the rest of the way. Point again, Southport.
Here comes the timeout.
By the way, that last point will give Southport a 1-point lead. Want to remind you that unlike most broadcasters, our funding comes primarily from donations and school subscriptions. You can help us put more kids on TV by directing your donation to a specific school and earmark for IndianaSRN, or hit that donate button and help us out the rest of the way. Hundreds of games every year and a chance to really focus on high school athletes. And tell you what, I wish we had this when I was playing. I'd love to go back and watch.
Well, we had this when I was playing, but it was a reel-to-reel.
Oh, the crank.
Yeah, the old crank and the old film.
And you got always...
Yeah, they were silent movies.
Yeah. And, of course, anytime you exposed the film, it got wiped out.
There we got a sign there that says we love IndianaSRN.
You need to get a better shot of that, huh?
Yeah.
Southport +1 following the timeout. Kaminsky from behind the attack line. Here come the Cardinals back the other way. And that'll be long off the right arm of Henderson, and Southport now leads it by 2. Paige Mayer serving here for the Cardinals. To the outside, and that's going to be hit long again, and this time it was Harvey, the senior, and a couple of mistakes. We're going to keep it right here as we are down to the last two, possibly, for the Cardinals.
Now, Coach is telling them, stay focused. Stay focused. It's not over. We have seen long ago that you need to stay consistent and stay focused.
Well, it has been, again, as you said, you get to this stage, it's the least amount of mistakes you make. Execute on offense. Do what you got to do defensively to get the ball back and get yourself ready to go and attack. And that's one thing that Southport at times tonight has been lacking, is that attack on offense. And we really saw that in the first and fourth sets. But now they've come alive again here, smelling a possible win on the road at Franklin Central, a team that swept them last year. What do the Flashes have in store? There's Kaminsky. You want a point, you get a point.
Yeah, this is when you challenge your kid. You point out, challenge your kids.
She's the go-to. I mean, she's right there at the attack line, and when she gets ahead of steam, tough to stop. Side out, -2, Franklin Central. And the Cardinals misplay a double hit. And there's the mistakes. Again, the unforced errors that you make that will cost you. And now it's down to 1. Good serve again. Cardinals, nothing there on the attack. Will have to make the return. Here come the Flashes. And another point. There's Kaminsky.
Now we're at deuce. Look at this.
Well, you had to pick your poison. It was either going to be Francis or Kaminsky right behind her. That was a great play, and again, you're focused on Francis, thinking she might get the set. You see Kaminsky coming behind, and if you looked at that front row for Southport, they were all bunched together.
Now look at this. Look at the direct eye contact these girls have on Coach.
Well, they used to do that to you. I mean, you got their attention, didn't you?
If you were looking away and you're looking at somebody else like your boyfriend or your mom,
probably didn't go well, huh?
No, it didn't go well. I had one. I literally had a parent. I heard that. Thank you. I literally had parents would say, "Man, you're so intense in the huddle. Do you see anything?" I said, "Red."
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, race to 2 now. And you must win by 2. Everything again magnified down to just 2 points, possibly. Short set, play at the net. It's kept alive to the outside, and nice play in that back row. Neither team able to get a real solid attack right here. Our first one in the point. And Southport now leads it by 1, and we are now to match point. So now, Cardinals a chance to win. Back and forth here in this 5th set. Kaminsky, the tip. Ball played at the net there by Francis. Kaminsky again, and the point will go to Franklin Central. We'll go extras now. You're getting some free volleyball, as they would say. And now it'll be Francis on the serve. Good serve. Outside left, the tap. Kaminsky comes over to keep it alive. And now the hit. High in the air. Is it kept alive? No. Good effort. Mayer couldn't keep it in play. And now it is match point, Franklin Central.
Overtime.
Zion Francis on the serve. Things get a little tighter here. To the outside, kept alive. Nice play. To the middle on this serve, and the point will go to Franklin Central. And they win it by a final of 16-14 in a dramatic 5-setter here tonight.
There you see the scores, 25-14, 25-21, 25-19, 25-14, 16-14. Franklin Central wins 3 games to 2.
Wow.
What a game.
Excellent volleyball at times here tonight as Southport will fall to 3-4 on the season. Franklin Central now 6-3.
Do you think this meant something to them?
I think it did.
I did. I do believe that senior night means important.
And I also think they know they got on IndianaSRN tonight.
They definitely know that. They'll be watching this over and over and over again. So congratulations to the seniors. And look at this senior leadership right here. That young man is just fired up. A lot of fun tonight.
It certainly is. And that's what high school sports is all about. Thanks to the entire crew again here tonight. Excellent job, Ben, Jerry, and for Keith Myers. Oh, we're not ready yet. Oh, I thought he was ready.
I thought he was ready too. Let's talk about Friday night real quick.
More high school football.
That's right. 4 games on the network right here on IndianaSRN. Check that out. It should be a lot of fun. If you want the sports page, check out the sports page tomorrow as well.
Yeah, all the scores from tonight. And, of course, as I mentioned, we have the latest Indiana high school football poll. That is out as well as we prepare for week 2 of the high school football season. Thanks for being with us. Final score, Franklin Central 3, Southport 2. This has been high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.